Good morning, children. Today we will study about formal and informal organization. So, communication taking place in an organization may be classified as formal and informal organization. So, in a organization there are basically two types of communication which takes place. One is formal and another is informal. In this video we will study about the formal organization, formal communication. So formal communication, it refers to communication taking place through official channels in the organization. So all the communication taking place through the official channel is called as formal communication. Such type of communication takes place between the managers and the workers, or managers working at the same cadre or employees working at the same cadre. So these type, the formal communication takes place between the managers and the workers, or between the manager working at the same level or employees working at the same level. Though such communication may be oral or written, but it is recorded and filed in the office. These communication, formal communication, can either be oral or written, but it is always filed. Record is kept and then file is kept. The record of that file is kept in the office. Formal communication may be of two types. So there are two types of formal communication: vertical communication and horizontal communication. Now come to the vertical communication. Communication taking place between two levels in the organization is called vertical communication. When two levels communicate in the organization, then that is called the vertical communication. It may take place in two forms: upward communication or downward communication. Upward communication, in which a subordinate communicates with the superior. So when the subordinate communicates with the superior, that is communication moving from the downward to the upward, then that is called the upward communication. Very good example is application for the grant of leave. When a worker is submitting the application for the grant of the leave, he is trying to communicate from the worker to the manager. So it is called the upward communication. Second is submission of proper report. When the subordinate or the worker is submitting a report to the manager, both are filed and the record is kept of both the communication. Second is downward communication, in which a superior communicates with his subordinates. So when the superior will communicate with the subordinate, or when the manager will communicate with the worker, then that is called the downward communication. Sending notice regarding a meeting. Then second very good example is passing on guidelines framed by the top management. So these two are a very good example, and also many more examples. So second one is a horizontal or lateral communication. Communication that takes place between the individual working at the same level. So when the individual working at the same level communicate with each other, then that is called the horizontal communication. Very good example is when a production manager may contact the marketing manager. Production manager and marketing manager are at the same level, and when they communicate, then that is called the horizontal communication. They may communicate to discuss the production schedule of the organization. Now, what are the networks of the formal communication? There are basically 5 networks of the formal communication. The pattern through which communication flows within the organization is indicated by a communication network. So the pattern through which communication flows within the organization. So what is the pattern of the flow of the communication? That is called the communication network. The first one is chain, single chain. In this network, communication flows for every superior to his subordinate in single chain. So from every superior to his subordinate, the information flows, the communication flows in a single chain. Then that is called a single chain communication network. It comes under the formal communication. Then second is wheel network. In this network, all subordinates working under the superior communicate through him only. So one superior is there, he will communicate, the superior. All subordinate working under the superior communicate through him only. So all these subordinates are communicating with the superior only. The superior is at the hub of the wheel. See, the superior is at the hub of the wheel and communicating with all other at the same time. And the superior is communicating with all the subordinates at the same time. This is called the wheel network. Third is circular network. In this network, communication moves in a circular from one person to another. See, the communication is moving from one person to another in a circular form. Then this is called the circular network. But communication is slow in this network. Here the communication is very slow in this network. Free flow. In this network, each person can communicate with other freely and therefore communication is fast in this network. So each person can communicate with each other freely. Anyone can communicate with anyone. So communication is fast in this network. And the fifth one is inverted V. In this network, a subordinate is allowed to communicate with the superior. A subordinate is allowed to communicate with the superior and his superior. So subordinate is allowed to communicate with the superior and these two subordinates are also allowed to communicate with the superior B. So these were all about the network of formal communication. Today only this much. Thank you.